Hey everybody, it's Thursday night around 8:30, and I just wanted to stop in and say to everyone, I'm really glad that everyone's signing up and registering in the forum. We're going to be adding so much content, and I'm actually thinking about more sections to add. Just a lounge section where you can go kind of hang out and talk to other people about completely random non-work related stuff, and another section called Miller Time. A mentor of mine, Rich Shefford, had mentioned this concept of Miller Time, or basically a little section where you can talk about things you're doing for fun, things you're doing to compel you to not want to be working in your business all day, so that when you are working you're being more effective. And one of the things I wanted to tell you about was a great book that I found recently. I'm loving this book. Brian June actually recommended it to me a couple months ago. I finally picked it up. Let me see if we can get it here. The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. And it says, warning, do not read this book unless you want to quit your job. This is basically how to escape the 9-to-5, live anywhere, and join the new rich. So, great book. I highly recommend it. It's full of a lot of really, really useful strategies for how to minimize your wasted time during the day, how to increase your effectiveness, and basically have a life. They talk about this whole concept of being the new rich, and the new rich, as he puts it, is people that are able to live like the rich and have more time for themselves. And you don't necessarily need to be like a multimillionaire to do that, but I think it'd be great if we could do both. So anyway, I just wanted to check in, and I will be putting up a movie eventually on how to register. The old registration you had for your mastermind will not work on this. You need to register in the upper right-hand corner of the forum once you get there. And you're going to want to make sure you use your real name too, because what we're going to do at some point is I'm going to lock it down and check it against a name roster to make sure those are only SFI practitioners, and then there'll be certain sections that will be open to everybody, your other friends that are hypnotherapists, your other friends that are coaches, maybe people who are into NLP. At that point, let's not do that now, but I'll announce that at that point, and at that point I will need to lock down the SFI site just for graduates of the program, because that's only fair to you guys. So another book I'll tell you about real quick, Ask and It Is Given. This is by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I was just in the Positive Deviant Network course Money New recently with Marshall Thurber, and there's a lot of buzz going around about this book, because this is the book that really explains what they're doing in The Secret very, very well. It's super woo-woo. It was the most woo-woo book I've read in all year, because it talks about this medium Abraham who talks to people, and that's kind of for me, but really, really good material in there. And I'll mention another book that might be worth checking out for those of you looking on building your entrepreneurial muscles. This is called Jack Welch Winning. Jack Welch is the man. This is the guy who's made GE what it is today. And I highly recommend reading the autobiographies of people like Jack Welch, and I like Richard Branson, Losing My Virginity, and some of the other great books on entrepreneurs and how they think and how they run their life, because really when you're going to transition from an E, which is an employee, or an S, which is just a self-employed person who still just kind of has a glorified job, to a true business owner, there's a whole set of beliefs and modalities that go along with that. And by reading the autobiographies of people like entrepreneurs, you get all kinds of really, really good information at the conscious and at the unconscious level. So I'd highly recommend it. I'm going to go to Monterey for the weekend with my wife and hang out in Carmel and have a wonderful wedding, first-year wedding anniversary, and I wish you all a great weekend, and we'll get a lot more content on there first the next week. And we've already had some people volunteer to do some work, so if anyone else wants to volunteer to help build content and things like that, please feel free to contact me. You can contact me at robert@stopsmokinginstantly.com, but please only contact me if you want to volunteer help right now. Okay? Take care, have a wonderful night, and I'm going to Monterey. Bye-bye.